edition post game live on location. But we got to get into a lot of things, man. We're going to be talking about the latest Knicks rumors, the latest Knicks draft news, and best player available versus need. What should be the draft strategy? Let's get into it. Knicks Nation, happy Saturday. It's your boy CP the NY Fanatic. I'm actually live on location on the West Coast. So as you see in the background, I'm in my hotel room. No studio, no microphone equipment. So just got to bear with the audio. Salute to everybody in the YouTube chat. Salute to everybody watching on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. My man Jay Ellis from Nick of Time shows in the building. Live in New York, live in Brooklyn. You know what I'm saying? What's good, bro?
I'm good, man. I'm chilling in this heat right now.
Yeah,
got my window open, my fan blowing. Yo, got the tank on.
How's the weather? How's the weather back home, man?
It's hot, bro. I'm on the fourth floor. All the heat is rising up here. I'm maintaining. Got my AC in the other room. I'm sweating in here talking Knicks with you because I love the Knicks that much. Then,
yo, man, I'm on vacation talking Knicks, bro. I'm supposed to be. I got my jet ski appointment coming up. You know what I mean? I'm about to get. I got a jet pack and everything, man. It's crazy, man. So, all right, let's get into the news, man. Finals are finally over. We're out of our misery. You know, the king has been dethroned once again. You know?
Yeah, man.
And
thank God the witch is dead.
Thank God the witch is dead. You know, the Golden State Hampton Five got their chip. Who cares? And you know, needless to say, but you know, the rumors again are abound with this whole LeBron situation. Where is he gonna go? You know what's so funny is that as much as the Warriors should be celebrated, you know, for winning their rings, I guess people kind of water it down because KD, you know, jumped ship and kind of carried them to that team.
Absolutely.
The news is once again, where is LeBron gonna go? And then, you know, Kmart jumps on with I believe it was one of those FS1 morning shows, and he's like, well, LeBron and PG are gonna go to the Knicks. I guess he doesn't know that we don't have salary cap. But you know, the rumor mill starts swirling, man. So I mean, let's tackle this thing with LeBron, man. What do you think about these LeBron rumors and ultimately where he's gonna end up?
First of all, I'm gonna just say shout out to my guy holding down my chat, Shikamaru, Naruto fan. Obviously, was good.
Yo, Shikamaru was in the chat early. He was the first one waiting on us, man. So shout out to Shikamaru, bro.
Yeah. Thanks for rocking with us. Now on this LeBron thing, I understand. I don't have the best reputation of being like a LeBron sympathizer. So everything I say, all you LeBron fans, take out there with a grain of salt.
Right.
But I'll start with that disclaimer. But listen, man, LeBron's leaving. In my opinion, he's out of here. I didn't see when the Cleveland Cavaliers signed Derrick Rose last season. I was like, oh, he's out.
Yeah, I mean, they were grasping for straws, man, and trying to put a team around them, you know.
Especially, and let's not forget them trading Kyrie Irving.
True.
And he's not going to have any help. I was like, oh, he's out of there. First of all, where he's going, I don't know. I feel like it's going to be Houston to me.
Yeah.
I mean, to me, that's the best fit. They're the ones who gave Golden State the run for their money. They were up 3-2. If it wasn't for Chris Paul being injured early in the year, I mean, during the playoffs, they might have pulled it off. But we all know Chris Paul, he doesn't stay injured. He doesn't stay healthy throughout the playoffs. He hasn't for years. So adding James to that situation might change things for Houston. So I feel like the best case scenario for him is to go to Houston, really. The only thing is, it's the West.
Facts. But if they get past, I mean, all they got to do is just get past the Warriors. The championship is theirs. So, I mean, it really wouldn't matter. You know what I'm saying? It really wouldn't matter. It really wouldn't matter. But circling that back to the Knicks, obviously it's a pipe dream. You know, the only way it could even be a thought is if your boy Canner opts out. But as we see on the share here, Can is the biggest
Whose
cheerleader for this
mans is
dude.
this, man?
Whose mans is this, man?
Whose mans is this? If you follow my car pass, whose mans is that, man? Get him a shirt.
Bruh, this guy Canna, I don't know whether to laugh, be pissed off. I don't know
either, man. I don't know how to feel.
Like, what is this? With the constant recruitment of LeBron. I don't know, man. That's just.
I think he's just trolling, man. Because if you look at the tweet right before that, he has a broom out.
Yeah,
and then right after he posts the broom, then he posts this picture. So I think I don't know, man. I think he's just messing with anybody, bro. I don't know. I think he just likes messing with people.
Yeah, I think that's all it is, man. I think that's all it is. Canada just having a good time, but he need to opt out. But yeah, you know what I'm saying? He needs to comply and save us some money.
That's still my guy. I'm not gonna say all that, but I feel you. I understand the benefits, but still.
Nah, he needs to. Canada needs to go, man. He needs to go for real. But all right, let's get to the next one, man. You know, because obviously LeBron is just that's just a pipe dream. But I think he's still. You know what? Boston is a possibility. I think H-Town is a possibility.
Think so?
I think I wouldn't put nothing past Danny Ainge, man. He's the executive of the decade. You know what I'm saying?
I'll tell you this: if Boston makes a trade or tries to sign LeBron, Kyrie is out of there. What? He's definitely going to the Knicks. He's definitely going to the Knicks.
Yo, just move your camera down a little bit. Like a little bit.
Okay.
All right, cool. Perfect. Yeah, you know what? I was hearing that on another channel, like, oh, if LeBron goes to Boston, Kyrie would leave. I wouldn't be so sure of that, though. Why y'all so sure of that, though?
He left for LeBron the first time. Why would he leave the second time?
Man, I don't know. Yo, I really think the primary reason he left was because he knew the future in Cleveland was uncertain. I don't think it's that he wanted to just run from LeBron James. They won a championship together. I mean,
yeah.
You know, I know egos clash and players clash, but I wouldn't think if LeBron... You want to tell me your Boston signed LeBron James and had the easiest route to the finals and a team that could legitimately beat the Warriors. You think Kyrie Irving be like, trade me to the Knicks?
I'm saying, I mean, you don't even have to say that. He'd be like, yo, I'm out in a year anyway. But I'm just saying, I don't know. I kind of find like there's a trend with young players.
Yeah.
Even if you take basketball out of it, you just talk about everyday life shit. Sometimes you just want to prove yourself. And when a guy like Kyrie is on the Cavs and people making jokes about LeBron being like his dad almost and it's LeBron's team, even though Kyrie's making a lot of these big moments, it seems like he doesn't get a lot of the credit. It seems like he's not going to be able to be the pure point guard he wants to be.
Yeah.
With LeBron there, because LeBron is going to dominate the ball and he's going to take most of the credit when it comes to winning championships. So for LeBron to then come to the Celtics and then do that whole thing over again, I just don't see it happening.
You think he would jump ship quickly?
Oh, definitely. I think he'd be out of there.
Yeah.
Most definitely.
It's interesting, man. It really is interesting. Even though we have no shot at him, it's very interesting. It really is, man. But before we get into the Kyrie part of it, shout out to everybody in the YouTube chat. My man Cody Emmanuel, what's good? My man Cody's he's a loyal post-game live follower and caller. That's my guy.
What up, Cody?
Jessel Cash, Famous, that boy's hilarious. Famous is hilarious. Jamila Peters, what's good? Justino's always in here. What up, Justino? T. Williams, feel like you a first timer. Welcome. Tax Stone, what's good, Tax Stone? Free Tax Stone. I don't know what happened to him, but I don't know if he's gonna get out. But my man Tax Stone.
Oh, I don't know about that.
Yeah, Tax Stone. he was a good podcaster, man, until he fell on bad times. But yeah, shout out to everybody in here. Obviously, you know, we live on location. My man Jay Ellis in Brooklyn. I'm over here in San Diego.
Yeah. Just to answer your question, Chikamaru, Kyrie's making 21 mil.
Yeah, he's making 21 mil, man. And once again, if y'all haven't subscribed already to both our channels, make sure y'all hit that subscribe button below and the notification bell so that you keep up with all the live streams, all the podcasts, all the videos and everything that we do, man. So once again, appreciate the support. All right, Jay.
Go ahead, bro. I'm sorry I'm messing up the combo flow. No, but did you hear about LeBron James punching his hand and messing it up?
Yo, LeBron went full-blown Amari.
That's exactly
full-blown Amari. Like, when you didn't think shit could get any dumber. Like, I thought Amari was in a class of his own with punching the fire extinguisher.
Nope.
But, yo, on the flip side, man, I feel him because I was tight. I was tight, man. I was tight because that was the game. For people that just wanted to see a close series.
Yeah.
That was the game that they needed to steal was game one, man. My man put on, if they won that game, we would have been talking about that game as one of the greatest performances in NBA Finals history. You know what I'm saying?
Mentally that play took them out of it.
You're done. You're done.
Mentally it took them out of it. From LeBron's reaction after that happened to how they played in that overtime. They were mentally done.
You finished. Once it went to overtime, I'm like, man, I'm about to turn this off.
Word, it was a massacre.
You know what I'm saying? It was just it was just crazy, man. It was just crazy. But yeah, supposedly he punched the whiteboard, broke his hand or had a contusion, big time contusion.
Oh man. And
you could see it. I mean, he wasn't shooting threes after that, and he was missing layups. You know. Hey, man.
Oh, man.
Yeah, it's tough. It's tough. You know what I'm saying?
J.R. Smith will do it to you, man.
J.R. Smith will stress your ass out.
J.R. Smith will do it to you, man. That's how we got rid of the boy, man. Like,
yo,
J.R.'s got a Smith, man.
J.R. will stress your ass out, man. Quickly, bro. Quickly. But, all right, so let's get to this Kyrie rumors now. So,
all right, cool.
My man Chris Mannix from Sports Illustrated, highly touted writer, very good writer. If y'all haven't checked him out, definitely read some of his stuff on Sports Illustrated. So him and Sham are on a Yahoo NBA podcast, and he was saying that, well, here it is right here. He's saying there are people in Cleveland that will tell you that the Knicks should be considered a real threat for Kyrie Irving because Kyrie had talked about playing with the Knicks with some players in the Cleveland locker room, from what I was told. So now, again, you know, rumor mills start churning. Kyrie Irving to the Knicks. What do you think about that, Jake?
First off, shout out to all my Celtics fans who was getting at me on my Instagram. They was laughing that hard. And it was like, yo, whose man is this? Why are you even posting this? I'm like, listen, man, I don't make this up.
It's just the news. You be the judge. You be the judge. That's it.
It's just you be the judge.
That's it, man.
Second of all, the people who say this can't not happen. I'm not saying it can't. I'm not saying it's definitely happening. That's not what I'm saying at all. I'm just saying a man who would leave Cleveland for the Knicks at a time when the Knicks had nothing going for them except for KP, there has to be some type of separate motive there just besides just winning a chip. There has to be, to me, like, you know, New York has that cachet where if you win a chip in New York, you're a god, right? Yeah. That's like the cachet. So to me,
do you think that Trump's winning in Kyrie's mind though? That's what I'm saying.
Trump's win. I mean, it depends on how possible he thinks it is. Like, there's people who study basketball and people who think, you know what, maybe they might be on a rat track. They already have KP. It might be a rebuilding process, but I'm not good. It's a two-part thing, right? Because I felt like he wanted to leave the Cavs because he felt like
he was in LeBron's shadow.
He wasn't appreciated, and he was in the shadow, and he wanted to get the glory.
Okay.
And if you want the glory, you bring a chip to NY, to the Knicks?
That's a fact. But he's closer in Boston. I mean, you can legitimately say that they are next. You know what I mean?
Oh, no, most definitely.
They're next. With Hayward coming back, Tatum is going to be a superstar. Yo, that team is going to be loaded. And like I told you in the last live stream, I think Jaylen Brown is expendable if they want to package him up and get even better.
Shit, they trying to go for Bamba. I'm scared, yo.
If they going for Bamba, yo, I'm telling you, Jaylen Brown could prove to be the odd man out with Tatum ascending and Hayward coming back. Jaylen Brown could be a talent that they dangle out there and they get even better with Kyrie at the helm.
I 100% agree with you. It's not a secret that the Celtics are way closer and way better than the Knicks right now, and in a way better position. But I'm not even saying that Kyrie's going to leave.
Yeah.
That's not what I'm saying at all. I'm just saying that if he is going to leave, it's probably before this reason. It's all speculation at this point. I think there's a chance. I don't know if it's a big chance, but I'm just saying if he can want the Knicks at his lowest point, then there's a chance. That's all I'm saying.
If he can want us when we don't have shit,
yes,
then he's a keeper.
There's a chance because something's going on in his mind. He's either that sure in his ability that he feels like, oh, me and KP plus a piece or two, we got this.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Nah,
I
hear you.
I can have it all. Because, he's young. He's not 30, 28, twilight of his career. This guy's young. He's under 26 years old.
Nah, that's true. That's true.
He got time.
All right. So we unpacked whether or not there's a shot, right? And for everybody in the chat, give me a percentage. What do you think the percentage is of the Knicks actually signing Kyrie in 2019?
Percentage, that's a good question.
Percentage-wise. Give me a percentage what you think. But all right, so we unpacked his motivation, right? Would he want to come, right? Now let's talk about if he did, would he be worth a max salary? Remember, he busted his kneecap already. Already had ACL surgery.
Yeah.
And had, what is it? Would he had his knee scoped this year, right?
Yeah, I think he had knee scope, but I think he had some screws in his knees that caused an infection because he wasn't supposed to be out for as long as he was.
For some arthroscopic surgery, which I think he had. I mean, that seems like it's more, a routine thing, and you come back in a couple of weeks. But, for him to be shut down, and that's his third knee surgery, is that a typical Knicks move? Remember the Amari situation. Is that a typical Knicks move to max this guy out for 5 years, and by year 2 you're regretting it because he's not playing?
That's definitely a typical Knicks move. I'm definitely have my eye on the Boston situation this year to see if he's healthy plays or not through the whole year. Luckily we have a whole other season to evaluate. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
Because I don't think it's like, to be honest. I'm not a doctor. I think whatever, once his knee clears up, I think it'll be fine. I don't think it's anything crazy like, what Marcus Cousins is going through. But that to me is like, whoa.
Yeah, with the Achilles. Boogie with the Achilles is a bit scarier for sure.
Yeah. Kyrie, I feel like he has a whole lot better shot of recovering and being 100% in the future. Yeah. So, you monitor that with this season, and I'm talking like we have Kyrie in the bag, which we don't. But if I'm the Knicks,
right,
you monitor what happens.
You go for it,
and then if it's good for 2019, then you make the offer.
Yeah, listen, man. A Kyrie, Frank, Porzingis, whoever we draft in between this lottery and the next.
Yeah.
That could be the start of something, man. That could be the start. It's a gamble. It's a gamble.
Is it a gamble?
For that much mileage, he's gonna be coming in 2019. Remember, he came in at 19, right? 1 year out from Duke, where he didn't even play most of the year. He was already hurt. All right?
That's true.
So he's coming in at 26, but it's not like your average college player 26. That's already, a good half of your prime of mileage. You know what I'm saying?
You say he's an old 26. That's what you said.
That's an old 26. Already coming off of a deep playoff run for Boston if he stays healthy all next season.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So it's a gamble. It's a gamble. But for the Knicks, for the Garden, we like that shit, man.
We like to roll the dice.
We like to roll the dice on that shit, man.
I would have to say this as far as gambles, though. If we're looking at our history of gambles, this might be the lowest gamble.
Yeah, like Amari was like a ridiculous,
Amari was ridiculous.
My man was like, yo, you can't even get insurance on this. And my man Dolan was like, cool, where do I sign?
5-year max amount with no insurance.
Max.
And doctors saying I wouldn't do it.
Bro, it was...
Remember, Phoenix, doctors was like, I would not do that. And Phoenix was like, we ain't doing it. And then he came to the Knicks. And the Knicks was like, we desperate. Let's do it.
I think at the time of the Amari situation, I believe it was only us and the Hawks that was even willing to give him the max deal. You know what I'm saying? And I know like it was like him and Joe Johnson. It was angling. Once LeBron had ditched everybody, it was like, all right, can we get Amari and Joe Johnson? I'm just like, yo, no, no, no Joe Johnson, man.
No Joe Johnson.
I was
Big shot
anti Joe Johnson, man. Big time. Big
I
time.
actually ended up liking Amari once he got here, though. He has like a New York heart. Even
I
though
did.
I
did, man. I definitely did. He had a good first year, half a year. And, yeah, D'Antoni ran him into the ground, 7 seconds or less, basically. And Melo came in, and everything was destroyed from there. So,
yeah, man.
You know, salute to Amari. And,
I mean,
yeah.
If not Kyrie, though, I mean, I know we got our eyes on other free agents. We got Kawhi, we got Clay, we got,
Clay, yeah. I feel like Clay he's soaking up that California sunshine, boy. He don't care what he making.
Yeah.
Clay's chilling. I feel like Clay will really just take the vet minimum just to chill, shoot jumpers.
He would.
Yo, he's a beast, man. Klay Thompson, man.
He would, man. He'd be nice over there.
That boy, I mean, people talk about how Draymond is the glue. I think Clay is the glue. You know what I'm saying? Draymond is the glue. He's like the point guard. But I think Clay, man, he's a beast, boy.
I think they share it, man. I think they share that responsibility sometimes. Because there's definitely been times where I've seen Clay bail them out a lot. And there's been times where I've seen Draymond shut somebody down so hard that it just disrupts their whole game. So,
Facts.
That's why they are who they are.
Yeah,
but
man.
If not Kyrie, I still might like Leonard, yo.
Kawhi Leonard.
We'll see how his injuries go this year.
Let's see, man. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Let us know your thoughts on the Kyrie situation. Is it worth the risk to offer him the max deal to try to bring him here? If you knew that you had a legitimate shot at Kyrie Irving, is it worth the risk? And would you offer him a max deal given the injury history and where the Knicks are going? Leave a comment below. And let's get that debate going.
Word. Shout out Shikamaru again, holding down the chat from Australia.
My man Shikamaru, all the way from the land down under, supporting, man. That's what's up, man. That's what's up.
Shadow Clone Jutsu over here, Shikamaru. Let's go.
Yo, that's why we do this, man. We got Knicks fans from all around the world tuning into this, man, on YouTube. You know, you got to think people around the world don't have access to a lot of the information and a lot of the content that we have access to. So this is why we do the live streams, to connect with Knicks fans all around the world. And, yeah, this is why I'm doing this on my vacation, man.
Yeah, man. You look rested, man. You look mad relaxed.
Yo, I got like 7 hours of sleep last night, man. Had some good tacos out here in San Diego. About to get my jet ski on in a little bit.
Oh, snap.
You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, man, it's good to get away for a bit. Let's see who's in here in the chat. Payback Carter. My man Payback Carter's in the building. What's good? Justin Rodriguez, what up? Cody, what's good? Imbert the Great, what's going on? He's usually in here. Drip Bayless, NYK Real Shit. I think he's a new participant. What's good to Drip Bayless? That's a dope name. Dope,
come through dripping.
Dope Abby too. We got the Bernard King Abby. ATMX Net, my man from the DR checking in. Alpha G, David Jones, what's going on? Richard Rowe back in here. What's good, Richard? Who else back in here who I didn't salute yet? My man Heineken, appreciate it. What's going on? Yeah, man, Justin Alba back in the building. What's good, Justin? Justino Ventura, what's good? Yeah, man, happy Saturday to y'all, wherever y'all are at in the world. Where's everybody from, by the way? Is everybody from New York? State where you from in the comment section below, too, man.
Yeah, yo. Shout out to my chat is mad shy. People watching, but they ain't commenting. What's up, y'all?
Man, we gonna get it up, man.
It's all love, man.
Facts.
It's all love.
Justin, appreciate the subscribe. Make sure y'all subscribe to Nick and Time Show. You'll find some really good podcasts over on that side. My side, you'll find the videos as well. And this is our collabo live stream, man. All right, so what do you want to get to next? You want to get to the draft?
Yeah, we get to the draft.
Let's get to the draft, man. All right, so yo, this week was a big week for workouts.
Yeah.
We had Trey Young started us off. And yo, it's still interesting because even though, you know, people say he may not have a shot at the Knicks, he still granted the Knicks a workout.
It's a weird, it's kind of, like, I don't know, man. I feel like I'm watching some shit. Like they found him on OK Cupid or something. Like, don't it feel like they flirting?
Yo,
like they taking each other out to dinner. They giving each other compliments and heart emojis and like. Don't it seem like they flirting? Is it just me?
I think it's something that you have to consider.
Steve Mills came out and made a comment that he would love Trey here. He's the type of player they want, and like I was like, what's happening right now? I don't think they've really openly come out and said that about any other player yet, except for Trey.
I mean, listen, I think you have a player that led the league, led the nation in points and assists. You have to take a look at him. You know what I'm saying? Forget the Steph Curry comparisons. You know what I mean? That's only coming from they both light skinned and they both shoot 3-pointers. Other than that, they're not they're not the same. They both just little light skinned dudes that fucking chuck. Don't worry about that. You know what I'm saying? But listen, I think if you look at the mock drafts across different sources, some people think he could drop. You know, some people think it's a legit possibility that he drops. So I think the Knicks should do their homework.
That's I mean, everybody. I'm not the biggest Trey fan. If we do end up drafting Trey, I'm a Knicks fan. I'm a root for him like I root for everybody else. But I don't know. It's such a big gamble. It could pay off,
right?
Because he is a scoring threat. He can't shoot threes from anywhere, and he seems to have the court vision. But man, the athleticism and the height thing, and even the desire, the dog thing. I'm not sure if it's all there all the time.
He looks like a competitor to me. He definitely looks like a competitor to me. As far as the size is concerned, does it concern me? I mean, listen, we just watching Steph Curry. Listen, Steph is in a class by himself. He's going to turn out to be a generational talent by his offensive proficiency because he's ridiculously disgusting. But I say that to say from a size standpoint, I mean, you got Steph balling, Kemba's balling. Who? Give me another small undersized guard out there. Guys are out there doing it. Guys are out there doing it in the league.
It's
man.
like I know what it is. You know what? It could be. Listen, it could be where the programming was at, and we asked him so much that he just said screw defense.
Right.
Because he didn't even try at that end at all. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He didn't even give a damn. So maybe he can be motivated here. I know Fizdale gets him. He's gonna make him play. That's for damn sure. But that concerns me a lot. When you don't even try, when you just kind of like whatever.
Yeah.
That concerns me because I've gone through Derrick Rose doing that. I've gone through mad NY point guards, every point guard blowing by them for years and years and years and years on end. So when I think about Trey Young doing the same thing, it just makes me pull my hair. That's why I wanted Frank.
Yeah. No, I hear that. I hear that, man. But listen, like I said, they got to do their homework on it. And you never know. This kid, he could drop. And if he does, I think it's going to bring up a interesting debate, which we'll get into in a minute on best play available versus need. You know what I'm saying? But yeah. Let's get to, before we get to that portion of it, let's get to Mikal next, because the fan favorite Mikal Bridges came in next earlier this week.
Mm-hmm.
And they like what they saw from him. They like what they saw from young Mikal Bridges. So listen, they asked him, they said, what is one of the attributes that you bring? And he immediately said defense. Defense. You know what I'm saying? That's what I like to hear. And he brought up the same exact sentiments that a lot of us share, that if you put him, Frank, and KP out there on that line, the athleticism, filling the passing lanes, the versatility, that could be a formidable defensive foundation. What do you think?
Yeah, most definitely. That could be a top defensive team in the league with those three alone. Most definitely. You definitely can see the potential with Mikal. Mikal is the safest pick.
Yeah.
Really. McCall is the safest pick. If you get McCall, I feel like there's not going to be any letdown. He's going to hit you. He's going to give you the three. He's going to give you the defense. Will it be a superstar? He might be a little too passive to be that. Maybe he can develop it like Kawhi, because Kawhi had the reputation of being passive until he developed it. But he's the safest pick.
He is. I think he is a safe pick if that's what you want to go for. You know what I'm saying? Is that what we want to go for?
I don't know.
I mean, listen, we can't go wrong.
You try to swing for a little homer, for a little, three, and maybe go for a Miles or whoever, a Knox, or I don't know. There's people out there with a higher ceiling you can swing for.
You can't go wrong with defense, man. You can't go wrong with defense. Defense wins championships. We know this, right? If you put this guy out there, let him build up. Yeah, he's a little bit small right now, whatever. Don't worry about that. Let him build up. You pair him up with Frank and Porzingis under Fizdale's tutelage. I like that. It may be a safe choice, but it's a good pick. It's a good pick.
It's a good pick. You pick him, I'm not mad.
It's a good pick. And I like what he says. He's a pros pro. I said this on Twitter earlier. He's a pros pro. The kid, he's going to come in. He's going to compete. He's going to play hard. He's going to be coachable, which is what you want. You don't want no egos or nothing like that. Yeah. And I think Fizdale is the guy that's going to maximize his talents. You know?
Man. He's come from that program, that little program where they teach you how to play within a team, and they teach you team
program. Defense. Great program. Yep.
Grown every year. He's grown every year there.
Yep. 17 points a game, 5 rebounds, 1 block, 53% field goal shooting, 43% from three. I mean, that's as efficient as you can get.
Yeah.
You know
and banging on you when he wants to.
And he'll bang on you when he wants to.
When he wants to. He got to be motivated, but he can bang on you.
Facts. And like you say, he comes from a good program. I love Jay Wright. He's a local guy. Always have respect for Jay Wright. Championship pedigree. The kid. This kid checks all the boxes. He's a high character kid. He checks all the boxes. He definitely checks all the boxes. So
definitely a safe pick. I feel like another safe pick would be Wendell Carter also if that happens.
Well, that's where I want to get to next. I don't think he's
gonna drop first, but I feel like another really safe pick too.
That's where I want to get to next because he's intriguing as well. You know what I'm saying? Because here you have a guy. They compare him to Al Horford. You know what I'm saying? As you alluded to in earlier videos, he played well once Bagley went out. Averaged 13 points a game, 9 rebounds. Good shot block, as they say. Decent three-point shooter. And so he's intriguing. So what's your take on Carter? Because I think a lot of people like him too, next to Mikal Bridges. I hear a lot of people highly touting Wendell Carter.
Yeah, I feel like he's starting to gain a little bit of steam on like who people like and don't like. I like Carter, like you said. I feel like the biggest thing with Carter is he can play with KP, give you offense and defense. You know what I'm saying? Take a little bit of pressure off of having KP play all the defense.
Right.
And he can actually post up sometimes, and he can run through the offense. Run the offense through him sometimes if KP is out, like he did with when Bagley was out. So that's the biggest thing I like about Carter. And he's just fun. He just has all the intangibles, man. He has all the intangibles. He's beginning to be like a modern big. He shoots the three, even though he doesn't shoot a lot of it. But he can. He's capable. And he doesn't. I don't know if he has really that many holes in his game, but he's just solid all around.
Well, one of the things that I think that was a concern was can he stick on the perimeter with more speedier, smaller power forwards? You know what I'm saying? One of the things that and I'm gonna get to it right here. Give me 1 second. Mike Vorkunov from The Athletic. The Athletic is really stepping up. It's a very good publication, and let's get to it. All right, so one of the things he said was this on the evaluation. It says, from the rim, would only dilute his value. They were basically comparing him and Porzingis and how the two of them could be paired on the perimeter, right? And they were saying from a Porzingis standpoint, he allowed the fourth lowest defensive field goal percentage of all players who defended at least 100 shots within 6 feet of the rim, right? And now he said with Carter, they could possibly add another elite shot blocker to the lineup, making Porzingis' positional preference less of an issue. No need to keep Porzingis close to the rim because Carter is still there to protect and vice versa. So rim protection, protection is good. Now, what they say is the big question becomes what happens when Porzingis or Carter is left on the perimeter.
Right.
Maybe that's why, because as we heard in his workout, they had him spending a lot of time on help side defense, working on his help side defense. So what they said was even elite defensive bigs can struggle guarding out there. Look at the troubles Joel Embiid had against Horford in the playoffs. Carter has received comparisons to Horford. So maybe in time he'll be able to acquit himself well out there. But
which is why Mamba is such a beast.
Right.
But anyway, that's another story.
They said Porzingis struggled on the perimeter this past season. He allowed 1.12 points per possessions when he had to guard or chase spot-up shooters on defense.
And that might be an improvement from last season because last season I think it might have been worse. I don't know. The numbers just the eye test.
Right. So that's what they're saying in terms of this kid, Wendell Carter, is he a guy that you could keep out there in the clutch with KP when you might have to guard stretch 4s and 5s? You know, or would we get exposed in that light?
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
That is a good point. But like you said, most bigs kind of struggle with that. It's weird.
Right.
And his athleticism is okay.
Yeah.
It's okay. It's not elite. It's not like bad. It's okay.
Right. He's not a plotting center. I mean, he looks like he can keep up out there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, exactly. So, I mean, I think he has a shot.
Right.
He has a shot.
I think I'd be leery to, just draft a guy because he can fit what is a current trend. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't shy away from drafting a big man just because you have these, stretch 4s and 5s that, can kind of stretch the floor and you might get exposed on defense.
But here's another reason to draft him, really. If you're thinking about Wendell Carter Jr., how he fits with the Knicks long term, right? You have Enes Kanter, who has $21 million. He's coming off the books next season. You start to think, what is he going to want? I mean, $18 million. You start to think, what is he going to want long term?
Right.
If you're unable to sign Kanter long term after this season, you have Wendell Carter Jr. who can come in and fill that role and not have to shell out another $18, $20 million for somebody who can give you give you some good production. So that's also something you might have to consider.
Yeah, I mean he's intriguing. He's definitely intriguing. Hold on, let me kick one of these people out the chat. Somebody in here talking nonsense.
All right, do your thing, officer.
Yeah. let me moderate the chat real quick. My fault. We got some interruptions going on in here. All right, cool. So that's the skinny on Wendell Carter. You know what I mean? Ace Bezel was good. Ace Bezel showing my man Jay Ellis some love in his chat.
Yeah, man. What's good, Ace Bezel?
You know what I'm saying? So people in the chat, what do y'all think about Wendell Carter? Do you think adding another big man with KP in this lineup, do you think defensively that hurts us? Or are you willing to accept that for what he can bring to the table in terms of his versatility at the 4 and the 5, his rim protection? We can have kind of a twin tower sort of thing going on with Carter and KP. What do y'all think about Wendell Carter, man? Leave a comment below, and let's get that debate going.
Word. That's like that 4 or 5 position and trying to guard the 3-point shooters in the NBA is weird because I'm not even off the top of my mind who can really guard those shooting big men like that. There's not a lot of those guys. It's like Draymond. Mirotic might have a shot. That's why I was even looking at him.
Yeah.
Like usually the guys too who can step out, the big men who step out and guard those guys aren't usually really good shot blockers, but they have quick feet.
Right. Right. I mean, my thing is, listen, man, if this kid come in, bang in the post, get them rebounds on both ends, and be an elite shot blocker, I'm putting him in the game. And I'm letting these smaller lineups adjust to what we do. We don't always have to adjust to what, the cute, trendy thing is in the NBA right now. You know what I mean? I felt like that's what hurt Golden State at some point. I believe it was between Game 5 and Game 6 of the Western Conference Finals when Capella really asserted himself. And, even Game 1 and 2 of the finals when Tristan Thompson was banging them around and they had to go to JaVale McGee.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They had to switch that Hampton 5 bullshit and they had to go they had to go back big, put in JaVale McGee and add some rim protection and some rebounding in there. So the big man is not going to get eliminated from the game. You know what I'm saying? You just have to have one that's good enough that won't expose you too much on the defensive end.
You got to be decent.
You got to be decent.
You got to be adequate.
That's it. That's it, man. So, let's see what happens there. But that's Wendell Carter Jr. A lot of people think he'll get picked between 6 to 9. Between Orlando, Chicago, Cleveland, and the Knicks. I think that's his range there. So,
most
obviously, the Knicks brought him in. So, they brought in Trey, McCall, Wendell Carter. Now, also yesterday, the Knicks took a look at the Knicks sent some representation to go see young Michael Porter Jr.
Yeah, man.
The enigma of the draft, if you will.
Mystery.
The mystery of the draft. What's good with this kid's back?
Guy, man?
What's up with his back? What's up with his defense?
Bruh.
I don't... Listen, man. Michael Porter Jr., Jay, what do you think?
Amazing talent and gamble.
It's a gamble.
It's funny. Like, it's a gamble, man. Like, the back thing is weird. If he slips to the Knicks, though, he might be worth taking a shot on. But it's Michael Porter Jr., man, listen, I like what he does offensively. I kind of feel like his defense goes under the radar. You know what I mean? Like, I don't, as good as he is offensively, I don't think anybody really calls him out on the cupcake defense. Is it just me?
I mean, we haven't really seen, the most of what he could do. You know what I'm saying? In fairness to him, we haven't really seen the most of what he could do.
That's true, too. He's only played a couple of games.
Right, he's only played a couple of games. Cody in the chat said he had a good pro day yesterday. It seems like, to me, he's angling for the Bulls. He's doing his pro day in Chicago.
In Chicago, yeah.
He's doing his physical through the Bulls, and then they'll share it with whatever team he wants. So it seems like him and the Bulls got something going. I don't know. Am I drawing too much from that or what?
Nah, they definitely googly-eying over there, man. Everybody's been claiming he's going to go to the Bulls from the jump. There was already, before he even had the pro day in Chicago, and they was talking about how he just showed up in Chicago one day.
Right.
To talk to the Bulls. So he wants to go to the Bulls, and he wants to prove that he still has it. And I read something that also said that he had a really good pro day, and that the Mavs were actually like, yo, this guy's the top 3 pick, for real.
Yo, listen, man.
The little bit he's showing us there has shown me that he's a top 3 pick. So,
listen, man.
It'll be interesting to see what happens.
Mark Cuban is a gambler. That boy's on Shark Tank. If you don't watch the Shark Tank, that boy, he will take risk. That's who I think Porter's going to. I think Mavs are 1. I think Chicago is 2. And I think Cleveland is 3. I think I wouldn't be surprised if all the way up at 4, Mark Cuban says, give me this kid. Real talk. I think Mark Cuban will take the gamble on him.
So him over Bamba?
Yes. I think Mark Cuban would absolutely, as the next face of the franchise when Dirk leaves. I think Mark is thinking MPJ.
So MPJ, you think they end up trying to trade Barnes?
Hell yeah, hell yeah. Harrison Barnes, he had a decent year this year, but
he did. Yeah,
Harrison Barnes ain't selling tickets.
Threes, yeah.
Harrison Barnes ain't selling tickets, man. That's gonna be Michael Porter Jr., man.
Now you're right about that. He's definitely right about that. He has that cachet. he seems to have that little swag like I am the man already.
Yeah.
He's hardly played the game, so I can imagine that if he came to the Knicks, he probably would sell the Garden. But he's also ready for that spotlight for defense too, because he doesn't like to play defense. So Fizz would have to fix that for sure.
Yeah, Fizz would have to fix that. But I mean, it's very interesting with this kid because even with Woj has him dropping a 15 to the Wizards.
That's wild.
That's wild. But you trust Woj, you know what I mean? Woj has he has receipts. You know what I mean? Rose he's a reliable source. He's not just a clickbait guy. You know
that is the most trusted source I go to for anything. So if he says 15, that means, did he see the medical records? Because it's all probably based on medical records at that point. Because if he had a good pro day and he has bad medical records, that's the only reason I can see him sticking to 15. If that back injury is worse than what we think of. Yeah. What we think. And I heard he's only releasing the medical records to every other team too. And it's almost kind of weird that he hasn't released them already. So like how
he's being real selective with who he's giving the medical records to.
Like how confident are you? Like I'm good. I'm like, yo, I don't care. Hey, look.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like it's like on Trump, oh, my tax returns are good. Look at my tax. Like, I don't care. Look. Like, I don't gotta hide it. You know what I'm saying? Like, just look. So I mean, why is he hiding the medical? I don't know. It's speculation.
I think he's hiding the records because he don't want to go to certain teams. You know what I'm saying? I think he hiding the records because he don't want to go to certain teams.
He's just trying to go to Chicago.
Yeah, I think so, man. I think so. You know what I'm saying? So he's an interesting guy, man. It's gonna be interesting to see what happens with this kid. You know
most definitely. Saying? If he drops to the Knicks, that might have to be something we have to do.
That's the question. Everybody in the comments, if MPJ is there at 9, let's say at 9 you got the option of Michael Porter Jr. and Mikal Bridges. Who you taking? Who you taking? Leave it in the comments. Who you taking?
Chat. Man? Let us know.
Leave it in the chat, man.
Let us know.
If it come down to Mikal Bridges and Michael Porter Jr., who do y'all want, man? Who you got? Who you got?
Who you got?
Yo, I'm rolling the dice with this kid, man. I'm rolling it. Listen, like I said, the Mikal, again, defense. That is who we are, right? That is who we are. And Mikal would certainly come in and help us solidify that. Defense wins games. Defense wins championships. But
Ace Bezel asked would I take Harrison Barnes. I actually like Barnes, but I think he costs a lot of money.
Not on that contract, man. He already got that bag.
Contract is too much.
Yeah, you can't touch him.
I would have to wait for him to be a free agent.
You can't touch him. Sincere the Genius says Mikal because he's proven. Ace Bezel says MPJ. I mean, yo, this kid, why not roll the dice, man? We're at a position at number 9, right, where the likely the safe pick is gonna help us, right? Our team is so devoid of talent. The safe pick is gonna help us. Mikal is gonna help us, but why not roll the dice and see if we can get a star at number 9?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying, Jay? Why not see if we can get a star?
That was my whole argument for Miles.
Why not?
My whole argument for Miles was I see more of that dog. Yeah. I see that more of that dog than the cow because I was like, so I felt like, there's a chance he could be something more. It could be like a little sleeper.
Right. And and we did talk about Miles too. And Miles is actually working out today.
Yeah.
Miles is working out today. Richard Rose says, why not? Because we suck. So I guess Richard wants Mikal. He wants to go to safe pick. Drip Bayless says, we roll the dice on Frank. I don't know. I don't think we really rolled it. I think Phil said, this is the kid I like for the triangle. This is the kid I'm going to pick. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I think that's what Phil did.
I feel you. I mean, I can see it and not see it because he translating people's games from Europe is a little weird, especially not going against NBA talent. But this situation was a little weird. I can see why you would say that.
Bucky Scott Sense says that's how you stay average. Sincere the Genius says only get MPJ if we can get another first round pick. Well, I don't see that happening.
Another one. How are we gonna get another one?
Yeah, I don't see that happening.
What do we have? They wouldn't take. We were trying to trade Courtney Lee last season, and they were trying to give us second-round picks for Courtney Lee. And he had a career year, so
we don't have nothing. We don't have nothing, man. Elo Mafi, thanks for the subscribe. Welcome to the squad. Yo, listen, I'm rolling the dice on this kid. What do you think, Jay? What are you gonna do if McCall or MPJ's there? Make a decision if you Steve Mills, man.
I might roll the dice on him too, man. I hate his defense too, but from what I heard, but I'm rolling the dice and hoping Fitz can crack the whip on him.
Yeah. Let's see. It's intriguing, man. It's intriguing. Yeah. You know, do you want to go safe, or you want to put it all on the table, man? Put the chips on the table and see if we can get a star. Because look, next year we in the lottery again, right? Might be a top 5, knowing how bad this team could be. We won 29 games last year.
So, it all depends, man. It all depends on who gets better this season. Is Tim Hardaway Jr. working his ass off so much that he takes the next step? Is Frank working his ass off? He takes the next step.
Yeah.
Does he get Moutier right, kid?
Does he get? Can he stop Moutier from falling down all the goddamn time? That's the question. Tony Crow in the building. What's good, Tony? Tony says he's at work when we rocking, man. We good, man. You could catch the replay. Shout out to everybody in the YouTube chat supporting. If you haven't already subscribed, make sure you subscribe to both channels. Hit the subscribe and the notification bell.
Thanks for Ace Bezel and Shikamaru for holding on my chat.
Facts.
I see a couple more people watching. Don't be shy, man. Join the conversation.
Facts,
Tell us what you think,
man.
Tell us what you think.
Yeah, man. We all Knicks fans in here. Who else? Cody was good. Jose Casanova was good. Robert Paris, what's going on? He's also been here a couple times. He says Porter will be releasing his medical to the top 10 draft team. So I guess we will get to see that. I think he's meeting with the Knicks, I believe next week, they said. And we had some representation at the pre-draft workout. So
yeah, we had some representation at the pro day in Chicago on was it Thursday, Friday?
Yes, that was yesterday. Yesterday was Friday. Yeah. Alpha G in the building. Jose Casanova, quiet on set. Was good. Buckets got sense. What up? Famous T. Williams, Kaz Mooney. Yeah, man. Happy Saturday, man.
Happy Saturday. Shikamaru asked about Colin Sexton.
Oh, Colin Sexton. Well,
I think he works out. Is he working with us today?
He was this week. He was yesterday. Colin Sexton was also yesterday.
Was yesterday. He was yesterday. Yeah, I posted. I forgot.
Sexton was yesterday. And, this brings me to the next point that I wanted to make, which was best player available versus need, right? And when you think about Sexton and Trae Young, and you think about what Steve Mills and Perry have been saying on their media circuits about the draft and saying, we're in a talent acquisition mode. We want the best player available. Steve Mills says the wing is the priority. I guess the question is, yes, we know the wing is a priority, right?
Right.
But my question is, if they see that either a Trae Young or a Sexton is on their draft board. Oh, listen, we got a call coming in.
Okay.
Hold on. Let me see who this is. Yo. Hold on a second, Jay.
How y'all doing? Y'all can hear me?
Yeah, hold on one second, bro. Got me setting up my makeshift studio in here. Yo, you can hear me?
You go, yeah, I can hear you.
All right, hold on, bro.
Yeah, what up?
Yo, all right, go ahead, bro. Yo, who this?
Yo, what up, man? It's J Dog, man. How y'all?
J Dog, what's good, bro? How's everything, man? Happy Saturday.
Everything cool, man. I'm at work right now, too. It's just a little noisy and shit.
Yeah, it's all good, man. Try to talk a little bit louder, too.
Okay, I got you. Now, I just had a question, man.
Yeah.
For who's projected out of all of these sites from 9 through say 12 or 13.
Yeah.
How important do y'all think another pick between those are? Would you be willing to give up next year's first round pick to Philly for the 10th pick if it was available?
I wouldn't do it. You heard him, J. Ellis?
You said, will you give up next year's first
Would
round
you give
pick?
up next year's first round for Philly at
First
10?
round pick.
For Philly's 10th pick? Oh, hell no.
Away that 10th for next year's first was off.
Nah.
No, hell no.
Nah, I wouldn't do it, Jay, only because a couple things, right? I wouldn't do it because, number one, we're going to be bad next year. More than likely, right? Fizdale may get us another, we won 29 games last year. Fizdale may get us another, say, 8 to 10 plus based on his coaching ability and these guys playing over their heads. But without KP, realistically, we're not going to win that many games more than last year, right? So we looking at...
If we're around the same thing, we still might land around where we land now.
Yeah, but you got to think...
Depending on...
Go ahead.
Say who's left, does it count if who's left in the draft on the board?
Say that one more time?
Say it's MPJ.
Yeah.
Mikal Bridges, Wendell Carter, Miles Bridges, say all of them are there at 9, and we pick one, and then the rest of them are there at 10.
Yeah.
Would that be worth giving up that pick for y'all?
I wouldn't do it.
If you could get Mikal and Wendell Carter in this draft?
I don't think I would do it. I'm only trying to trade up if it's in like top 5, man. I wouldn't do it. You need a for sure thing. Impact for sure thing. I would only do it if it's at the top of the draft.
I understand the allure getting 2 picks, though.
All right. Yo, J-Dog, appreciate the call, man. Make sure you call back in another stream next week or so.
No doubt, brother.
All right, respect, man. Thanks for the call. Yeah, you was able to hear him okay, right, J. Ellis?
Yeah, I mean, I understand the Lord getting 2 picks for sure.
Yeah.
But it's just considering that we're not, like you said, considering that we're going to have KP next season, we could potentially be even higher next season.
We could be top 5 next season. I'm not giving that up.
Yeah, I'm not giving that up.
I'm not giving that up, man. But you was able to hear him okay?
Yeah, a little bit. It was like a little muffly, but I heard.
All right.
I was hearing every other word.
So, peep the studio right now, though. You know what I'm saying? I got my Bluetooth buddy, my cell phone. I'm on the road, live on location, baby. This is what we do, man. We gotta stay flexible, man. We staying flexible here.
Man, yoga style,
man. You know, we gotta stay flexible. But so back to what I was saying with best player available versus need, right? Let's say Sexton and Trey is still there at 9, and the management on their war room, on their draft board, view those 2 as quote unquote best player available over Mikal Bridges.
Mm-hmm.
Would you be upset if they went the point guard route? If they viewed them as the best player available over the Mikal Bridges, or would you be tight about that? What do you think about it?
I mean, damn, yo.
Because a lot of people say, oh, we already have so many guards. Why would they draft another guard?
It depends. Like, all right, you know what it is? It's like this. I'm really iffy on Trey, so that's why it's like a weird thing for me to say Trey. But okay, let's just say that happens.
Yeah.
If they do that, to me, it's not even having And in that scenario, we gotta move Moutier and a piece and something else. We gotta free up some space for a small forward somewhere, I would think.
Right. If
that's the play, you think a package is coming to move one of these guards. And if they're just that much better, then yes. I wouldn't, if they're just that much better, I wouldn't be upset. To me, it's straight that much better.
That's what I'm saying. I mean, my thing is like, and I'm like I said, I'm leaning more towards a small forward than one of these guards. But who's to say, right? If they were to select Trae Young, if they feel like Trae Young is better, first of all, if they feel like he's the best player at that slot, and if they feel like he's better than what we have right now, and they feel like Frank is more slotted at the 2, then why not take him?
Nah, I mean, I've been saying this the whole season too. So ever since this whole draft thing was talking, it's like if we do draft the point guard, we can always package. We can always trade.
Guys can get moved. Guys don't have to play. I don't care if we got 100 guards. If none of them is any good, according to this management, and they pick a kid who they view as better than what we have, why not?
I mean, even Walt Frazier was kind of like bugging on our point guards.
Right. Right. You know what I'm saying?
So to answer your question, it wouldn't be a big deal if we had a bunch of point guards as long as we move one of them.
Right.
Or 2 of them. For a piece we need.
Right. Yo. Yo, turn your radio down, bro. Turn your volume down.
Okay.
All right, yeah, who this?
Oh, yeah, this the one, man. I'm from the Brick City, but I'm down in North Carolina now. But
DeJuan representing Newark. What's good, bro?
Feels good.
What's going on?
Chilling, man.
Out, right?
Yeah.
I know we put a lot of hype in all these other point guards, but have you ever watched Cartwright from Providence?
No, Cartwright from Providence. Give me his name. We could pull him up on the NBADraft.net. What's his name?
Yeah, that's his. I mean, that's his last name, Cartwright. I watched him because I'm a St. John's fan, but I know for a fact this guy. Oh man,
what position does he play?
He got passing. He shoots well. I mean, I think put too much into all these other point guards, and I don't think we need a small forward when we got Dotson right there, man. Dotson, we need to let him prove himself before we just go out on a limb and get another small forwards, you know?
Yeah, but here's the thing, Dotson's a shooting guard.
Yeah, Dotson is a shooting guard though.
Yeah, but you can still use him in the 3. You know what I'm saying? That's a running. That'd be a running 5 right there. You know?
Selectively, I think you could probably use Dotson selectively. You know, if you run in a 3-guard lineup, but I wouldn't put him as a 3. You know, regularly. I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't do that.
That's just my thought on it. But like I said, look at Cartwright, man.
Well, give me his first name. If you're watching on the chat, on YouTube? Yeah,
I'm looking.
I'm on
YouTube. Yeah.
Type his name into the chat, and then we could pull him up.
Okay.
What position does he play? What position does he play?
Soccer point guard.
Point guard.
Oh, he's a point guard. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, cool. Yeah, put his name in the chat, and we'll take a look at it.
Most definitely.
All right, thanks.
All right, man. Appreciate the call, bro.
Word. Yo.
Yeah.
Shout out to Blue Lightning GT on my chat. He says Young and Frank, possibly our version of Stephen Clay. Of course, they need development, a sharpshooter, and a 3-and-D player.
Word.
So,
all right, so back to this debate on the best player available versus need. How would you feel about it?
Best player. I mean, like they said, if there's a player that's so much better than everybody else on the squad, that's going to be like an impact player, that's going to change the complexion of our team, then you got to take him. Is Trae Young that player?
I don't know. I can't say yes or no. You know what I'm saying? I cannot say yes or no. All I'm saying is it's a possibility that he could be there at 9, and it's a possibility that they could take him.
Definitely.
You know, because I just feel like at times, are we overrating what we have at the guard position? Like I said, I don't care if we got 100 point guards. If none of them is any good, then take the kid.
I mean, we got Moutier, who none of us really have that much faith in,
right?
Really, but we have Frank, who's a defensive specialist. His offense is coming along, but he's like 2 or 3 years away, so we have no idea what he's going to be.
Yeah.
They have Trey Burke, who had a really good 20 games last season, where when he started, he averaged 18 and 9 or something around like.
Yeah, when he started, he did well. When he started, he did well.
So that's like a question mark there. But the biggest knock on Trey is also the defense. His defensive efficiency was really low. So it's like our best point guard right now today is Trey Burke. And it's like, all right, you match him up versus Trae Young. Then it's like, what do we have right now?
Right.
Trae Young might have a better 3-point shot long term.
Definitely. That was one of the knocks on Burke was that he was a highly efficient pick and roll point guard on the mid range, but his 3-point shooting wasn't where I guess analysts thought it should have been last year. So maybe
can we look that up? What was his 3-point percentage last year?
Let's look it up. Give me 1 second here. Yo, shout out to everybody in the chat. In the meantime, thanks for supporting. Happy Saturday. If you haven't already subscribed, make sure you hit that subscribe button. This is Post Game Live. Me and my man Jay Ellis from the Nick of Time show. Been doing these live streams, and we will be doing it after every game and after every major event.
Yes, sir.
Leading up to the draft as well.
Yes, sir. Well, shout out to my chat too. I see the numbers are growing. Don't be shy.
Yeah, your chat, we lit, man. We growing, man.
Don't be shy and talk. I see Blue Lightning is getting in there. Thanks, Blue. Thank you, Drip Bayless. I see you.
All right, let's
do Drip Bayless.
Let's get in here. Drip Bayless in there. Alex H says Moutier's a bum. Burke is a good backup. And that's what I'm saying. I view Trey Burke as a backup point guard. You know,
yeah.
On a good team, he's a backup point guard. So
I really want to see what he does all year, yo.
Yeah,
like I want to see because 18-9 in that short stint he did is a pretty fucking good point guard.
Yes, I would not discredit that, but it's the same way when we kind of fell in love with Billy Hernan Gomez 2 years ago.
Yeah.
Right?
You gotta see long term.
Right.
How's it gonna go long
term?
Right.
And Allah Wise, shout out Allah Wise in the chat because we kind of got into that last week. And it's like, to his point, are we overrating these players because it's all we have to look at right now? You know what I'm saying? And they're doing good. They're doing good because we have no other options.
Right. To be fair, and that's even a weird question, because to be fair, everybody is either young or developing or just getting their shot. So
and don't get me wrong.
It's all over the place.
Right.
So we don't really know what we have at the point guard position really for real yet.
Right.
Which makes it a little harder to evaluate if we're even overvaluing anybody.
Right.
We don't know at this point.
Right. And Famo said we so quick to judge. And listen, don't get me wrong. I'm all for seeing what these guys can develop into. Even Moutier. You know what I'm saying? He's very young. He's 21 years old. Maybe Fizdale can get him to stop falling down every time he drives to the paint. You know, maybe.
I just want him to work harder, man.
Right.
That's what I just want to see him work harder.
Right.
Step one.
Quiet on Set says, so you think a rookie point guard is going to come in and be 10 times better than Trey Burke? Maybe.
I don't think so.
We don't know. Who knew Donovan Mitchell was going to come in and lead his team into the semifinals? Did you know that?
Nah.
Right? I didn't know that. Who knew Donovan Mitchell was going to come in and damn near be a superstar in the league and lead the Utah Jazz, who was a lottery team, to the semifinals in the West? No less. Anything is possible. That's all I'm saying. Anything is possible. But let's go to the Trey Burke's 3-point percentage. So he shot 36% from three.
That's league average. It's pretty good.
This season, 36%.
That's
for a guy like Trey Burke, though, I would expect that to be a little bit higher. I would expect that to be in the 40s, though.
Yeah, I mean, 40s is elite. 39, 40 is elite. 35, 36 is league average.
Right. His per 36, he was at 36%. On 5 attempts. 2 out of 5, basically.
So it's not broken for them.
It's not broken, but I really think it could be better. You know what I'm saying? I definitely think it could be better. But like I said, I'm looking forward to seeing Trey at the helm this year. Let's see what he can do with a full stack, full season on both ends of the floor. Can he run the offense? How Fizdale would like him to be. And let's see. You know what I'm saying? But again, it's just an interesting debate, right? I mean, if they view Trey Young in that light, are they wrong for taking him? I guess that's my question.
It's a gamble, man. Like, you're not wrong for taking him because he led the but led the nation in scoring and assists. So something is there.
Right.
It's just what translates to the NBA. I guess that's the real question. What translates?
And I have no idea.
But there's been people who led in threes before they got here and led in scoring, and they get here and they don't average 10 points a game.
Right.
Not to say that's going to happen to Trey. That's not what I'm saying. But you just when you take into account that plus his size plus lack of athleticism, I think that's the scary part to me. He doesn't have anything else to fall back on if this offense doesn't click. Yeah. And I think that's what scares me about him the most.
It's interesting debate, man. It's very interesting. And then we still got the Frank question, right? What is Frank gonna be? Right? Everybody's asking, is he gonna be the one? Is he gonna be the two? Is he gonna get better in those offensive areas? I don't know. But they say, with the positionless basketball, all you need is two guys to bring the ball up. Maybe even three guys if you have a point forward. So it doesn't matter if Frank is the point or not, as long as he can help facilitate and distribute.
For sure. People are saying he might grow to be 6'8" and be a small forward.
Right, right. Is Frank the three that we really looking for?
Is Frank the passing small forward? I mean, he can already run pick and roll and play defense.
Right.
Maybe he can be the passing small forward.
One thing for sure, you absolutely need his defense out there.
Most definitely.
But again, and this is the question I continue to ask with the Frank situation is what happens with Timmy? Are we going to go with a 3-guard lineup? Because everybody speaks of Frank as if he's automatically a starter on this team. But if he's not the point guard, where do you put him? You know what I'm saying?
Man. This team is built weird, bro. This team is built really weird.
It's going to be until he can establish himself at some point or another at a solidified position.
Management has to make a move too, yo. Management has to make a move sometime, get rid of some of these stars too.
Right. Conquer Fitness says who's going to score at a high level. That's why you need Timmy in there right now.
Yeah.
Right? Justin Rodriguez says Tim Hardaway Jr. can come off the bench.
I'm with that.
So that's the thing. It's like, okay, you could bring Timmy off the bench, but who the hell is scoring now?
If you start Trey, you can have Timmy off the bench.
But then now is Trey Burke now you're going to be a primary option at the point, at the scoring, with KP out especially. Are you saying that Trey Burke is now going to be the focal point if you put Timmy on the bench and Frank at the 2? That's a scary, deficient offense, man.
I don't know. I mean, if you're looking at our best offensive weapons on this team, it's Burke, Cantor, KP,
Timmy.
Those are like our 4 people. Like
Timmy.
Those are 4 people who can create their own offense.
And that's why Timmy has to start.
And KP is still kind of learning. I don't even know you can really put him in that list for real, really yet.
Yeah. That's why Timmy has to start. He has to start.
Yeah.
Like there's no other option. He has to start. He's making a boatload of money. And, for better or worse, he's our best option, man.
And even Burke, he shot 50% damn near last season as a point guard. So he's pretty damn efficient. So I'm not sure he can do a whole year.
Facts.
But, I mean, you can try him out and see what happens next season.
True indeed.
If he's still that proficient.
Yo.
Yo, guys, it's Cody from the chat. What's up, chat?
Cody, what's good, my dude? I was waiting to hear from you, man. What's going on?
Yeah, man. No, I agree with you guys, bro. I think next year, it's a no-brainer. Timmy and Burke have to carry the offensive load, and they got to average nearly 20 points a game. I mean, Timmy has to be an all-star caliber player for us to even have a chance.
Yep.
Not being blown up by 20 points a night.
Has to.
Definitely has to. I agree with you, man. I'm just saying. I know Trey Burke is only got a sample size from Trey, but we got to roll the dice on him since he showed something at the end of last season. I feel like we don't have a choice, really.
No, we don't. I think ideally you want for Trey and Timmy to be your 6th and 7th man off the bench. But just for next year, just because we're surviving next year, they gotta play. They gotta play like 30 minutes, and you gotta find a way to get. And this is my argument for making Frank into like a point forward, because you gotta get him at least 20, 30 minutes a night next year. just because for him to kind of get used to it. But yeah, they got to play. I mean, you got. Listen, we're gonna lose a lot next year, but we don't want to stick up the joint. You know what I mean? So we might as well try to figure it out somewhere.
So would you go with a 3-guard lineup? Would you go with Trey, Timmy, and Frank? I mean, because you almost have to, right? I mean, what other combination can you have?
I don't mind. I don't mind a lineup with Dotson and Frank too coming on the bench. I mean, that would be. We didn't see a lot of that this year, so it's kind of tough.
That would be nice. Dotson and Frank coming off the bench would be nice from a defensive standpoint. Absolutely.
Oh, yeah. But I mean, remember for that 1 or 2 games, Frank and Moutier also played really well. So Frank, Moutier, Dotson might be a good because you're looking at 6'5", 6'6", 6'7", almost.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's also like, and those guys are tall, big, and you can hide Moutier if you have Frank and Dotson on the court as well.
Facts.
Right, because then you know, if he laughs, that's okay because Dotson will probably guard his best man, and Frank will guard his. So I think Fizdale has a lot more combination that he can play with than I think than Hornacek played with. Guys, last one I want to make is if you guys are back on next weekend before the draft, the second round this year is as good as the first round next year.
Yeah, I think
like it is. I think a lot of people are going to fall this year. I think guys who you think were like late 20s might be like early 30s this year in the draft.
Yeah.
So I'm hoping that we spend some time next week talking about the second round, just because listen, a couple of weeks ago I was trying to get Lee for a first round pick, but I don't mind getting Lee for Philly's 2 second round picks, like 37 and 38. I think those guys are going to be, you know, if we have 36, 37, 38, I'll take that. I'll take that anytime.
I think, I think Philly could use Lee. They could use another vet. And they do have a bevy of second round picks. I think that could be an interesting trade scenario. Jay Ellis, let's definitely for next week's stream, let's focus on the second round. And we'll do our final mock draft. And we'll focus on the second round as well for that number 36. Yo, Cody, appreciate it, man. I don't know if you saw my video. I featured Cody in my Michael Porter Jr. video. I'll put that up there for people who haven't seen it. But Cody came out with a scenario that could land us Michael Porter Jr. And Cody's been on the beat, man. He's our post game live.
Man. Well, the intel. I was doing some intel, but I think it's like because of how I think you're right. Mark Cuban is not going to let Michael Porter pass him. I don't see it. I think a couple of weeks ago maybe, but after last night's pro day, like dude really looked good. I mean, there's some video coming out of the pro day on Twitter. He really, really looked good. So I doubt Mark Cuban is going to let him pass him.
I don't see it. He's a gambling man, man. He's a gambling man. He's going to want Porter to be that Dirk heir apparent.
Exactly. The face of the franchise, for sure.
Mm-hmm.
All right, guys. See you next week.
Cody, appreciate you, my dude.
Wow. Later.
Yeah, man. Yeah, MPJ, man. Yo, if this kid falls to the Knicks, I'm rolling the dice, man. I don't care. Really, I don't.
Let's do it, man.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm with it.
Facts. Couple more tidbits on the draft. Yeah, let's definitely get into that second round next week.
Yeah, I started doing research.
Yeah.
This week, actually.
Carolyn Willis says the Knicks can pick up DiVincenzo. Yo, DiVincenzo's stock is rising quickly. And I mean quickly. They got this boy now in the teens. 17 right now. NBA Draft.net. Pull that up. NBA Draft.net has him going to the Milwaukee Bucks at 17, man. This kid would be a fan favorite instantly in the Garden. Instantly. DiVincenzo, man. He's really good. He was the most outstanding player in the tournament. Strengths, they compare him to Delonte West. Hopefully not in mentals, but maybe in game. Delonte was a pretty good player.
Send him to the Cavs.
Yeah, send him to the Cavs. Facts, man. But yeah, DiVincenzo, he's definitely someone to watch. His stock rose big time in the tournament, and
keep an eye out on him.
Yeah,
definitely.
He's gonna definitely do well. Who else? Oh, Zaire Smith is coming in this week today. So today we got Kevin Knox. We got Kevin Knox coming in this week. We got Zaire.
Kevin Knox coming in today? I think he's coming
today. That's what I meant. I meant to say today. Yeah. So we got Zaire Smith. We got Kevin Knox. We got Miles Bridges coming in as well.
Yeah.
So it's heating up. It's heating up. A lot of people like Zaire Smith. At the 3 though, but he was listed. He's a 2. He was listed at 6'2" at the combine. 6'2".
Yeah, he's short. He's not. I mean, he's taller than me because I'm not in the 6s at all. Yeah. But basketball wise, he's short for a 3. But maybe they're thinking his athleticism and his 45-inch vert can kind of make up for it. That's the only thing I can think. He just has that much defensive IQ that he can make up for it and play the 3. But I feel like we have that in Dotson and Frank and a lot of other people at the same time. You know what I mean?
Right. Yeah, I mean, this kid's an athlete, man. This kid is definitely an athlete. He could definitely jump through the gym. You know, defensively, he could definitely get after it. They said his shooting was a weakness, but they said in his workouts his shooting was pretty decent. Zaire Smith.
Now, I heard he was a really good shooter. He just doesn't shoot.
Yeah, right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's like having a loaded gun and not firing. He doesn't shoot. But he shoots a high percentage.
Yeah. Well, he'll be good for some team. I don't see us taking him, though. Obviously, we got to, with Timmy there and Dotson there,
man.
I don't really see it for this kid. But he definitely looks intriguing, though, especially defensively.
But defensively, he looks like a beast.
Yeah. Original Great Minds, welcome to the chat. He says Sexton and McCall. I'm definitely going McCall. Brian Williford said Zaire Smith is another Shannon Brown. He definitely reminds me of that type. You know what I'm saying?
I'll take that.
Michael Parker, what's going on? Michael Parker in the building. But yeah, man. That's the skinny. So we got Miles, we got Zaire, and we got Kevin Knox. We also got Hamidou Diallo today. NY Nika for life. What's going on?
Yeah. Did we cover everything?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure, man. Yo, what time is it in New York, man? It's got to be 12, 1, 2. It's about to be 2 o'clock.
It's about 2 o'clock. Yeah, it's about 2 o'clock right now.
Oh, shit. So we did about an hour and a half?
Yeah, not bad.
Okay. Not bad. So once again, shout out to everybody in the chat. Appreciate the support. Make sure y'all hit the subscribe button and the notification bell. Thanks for everybody that called in. Thanks for everybody in the chat. Alpha G, L, Famous, Buckets Got Sense, Cody, thanks for calling. Richard Rowe, always appreciate it. Quiet on Set, K-Cool, what's good? Jose Casanova, appreciate it. Ennis Turan, what's good? Chris Carby, appreciate it. Ala Wise, always appreciate it. Yeah, man, yo, live on location, like I said. I'm not even in the studio, but I brought the studio with me. You know what I'm saying? I got Jay Ellis on the other side. You know, that's just how we got to do. I'm on vacation, but it's necessary, man. We got the draft coming up. Number 9 pick, number 36 pick. Finals is over. Now we got to think about our path to the finals. You know what I'm saying, Jay?
Word. Path to the finals. Let's get it. It starts today.
It starts today. The path to the finals starts today, baby. Let's go.
Get the draft going. Let's pick the next guy for our team. Gonna be the big team. Let's do it. Let's get it. It starts today.
Facts. Yeah. So next chat will definitely be next Saturday, right? Next Saturday is the 14th. So we'll get into it next Saturday. We'll talk about some second round picks. I'll try to see if we can get another guest on, maybe from another Knicks podcast as well. Somebody in our circle. See if we can get somebody else on and to share their thoughts.
We're gonna get that 3-screen.
That 3-screen. We're gonna get that 3-screen popping.
Oh, y'all don't even know about 3-screen.
Yeah. We got some tricks. We got some tricks up our sleeves. So I'll be back in the studio next week. We'll get some more live callers, And yeah, man, that's the story. Jay, go ahead and plug the podcast and your social media channels.
Word. So I'm starting to upload all the podcasts to the YouTube channel. So even though it's kind of behind, still uploading all the podcasts. So check out my YouTube for some podcasts. Also, if you want all the podcasts, all up-to-date stuff, SoundCloud.com/The Nick of Time Show. Hit that up. And yeah, that's it. Shout out to everybody on my chat. Drip Bayless, NYK, Ace Bezel,
Shikamaru from Australia, man. Checking in from Australia.
He probably would sleep right now because it's probably like 4 a.m. now.
Facts.
Blue Lightning GT. Thanks for rocking with me, y'all. All y'all subscribe. I'm trying to build this up. And I'm going to try to even get y'all some even more crazy YouTube content. Everything's in the work. It's coming together.
That's it, man. That's it. And yeah, you know where to catch me, man. Knicks Fan TV, all social media, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, YouTube. Make sure you hit that subscribe button if you haven't already subscribed. Hit that notification bell. And yeah, we'll see y'all next Saturday. Yeah, that's it, man. Famous, man. Study up. Take your finals, man, and stay in school, man. Yeah, a la wise, we'll be at the draft. People is asking about the draft. More than likely, I haven't decided if I'm gonna be at the actual draft of Barclays or I'm gonna be at the watch party at MSG. I kind of like the watch party a little bit better because it's just all Knicks fans. So more than likely, I'll be at MSG. But by next Saturday, I'll have the full draft plan set out. So if anybody's gonna be in the area and y'all want to link up, y'all want to record for my vlog for the podcast, y'all want to get on the live stream. We're going to be doing a lot of that during the draft. So we'll definitely have the details for you next week. Yeah, man.
Yeah, man.
That's the word, people. Yo, have a good Saturday. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. Enjoy the great weather if it's great weather wherever you at. And we'll get you those details next week. But, yeah, we'll see you next Saturday, 12:30 Eastern time. Same place, YouTube, Twitter, Facebook, wherever you're watching. We on all those platforms, man. So definitely appreciate the support.
Peace.